Hello there, and thank you for clicking on this video. As you can see by the title, today we are going to talk about the future of Cobra Kai, and I'm super excited but also very sad because I don't think, even if they do release some good spin-offs or sequels or whatever to Cobra Kai, nothing is ever going to reach the success and the greatness of Cobra Kai. It's just such an original, fresh, unique, authentic show that pays so much respect and so much dignity to the OG cast, to the OG story. I mean, come on. So many stories try to do that, try to revive uh old or even dead franchises. Like Star Wars. Obviously, Star Wars was not dead, but they actually stopped it. Like to that. So I mean, I always compare Cobra Kai to Star Wars, where Star Wars really failed in so many ways. Cobra Kai really thrived. Like everyone loves Cobra Kai. Nobody has some big criticism of the show. It's just so good in every possible way. So when I hear that they're talking about possible spin-offs or sequels, I mean, do we really need it? And what are we actually going to get spin-offs of? This is what we're going to talk about in this video. And yeah, let's start by getting to see this first article from Variety. It's not the whole article that we're going to take a look at, just a small segment of it. So it's a very recent one. Okay, so 3 days ago, yeah, it's recent one. Goodbye Cobra Kai creators explained Johnny Full Circle ending, which was amazing. Please go watch my review. How AI helped bring back Mr. Miyagi and expanding the Karate Kid universe. So exactly here, they're just talking about Cobra Kai in general. They're talking about some they're having an interview with the creators, but the interesting part here is this one. The Karate Kid Legends movie is coming to theaters this summer and will include Ralph Macchio as Daniel. But will that really be the end of the Karate Kid and Cobra Kai universe? By the way, I actually thought that someone else is making this movie. I thought it's not the Cobra Kai people. Actually, let's take a look because I kind of forgot. So yeah, definitely it's not the Cobra Kai people. It's some other people that are doing this. So yeah, I mean, I guess it is the same universe, but it's also a whole different thing. It's its own thing. But who knows? Maybe they're going to bring it together at some point. But what they answer to this, we have plans to overstay our welcome in this universe as much as they will let us. There's nothing official we can talk about yet, so there is something, but we have never stopped talking about how to continue to evolve stories within this universe with both Sony and Netflix. We will continue to have conversations until there's something to speak about in official capacity. Cobra Kai never dies, but the series Cobra Kai is ending. This is the final of the mothership, but that's not to say we're never going to see people again. So, yeah, here you have it. You do have some sort of conversation. There is something going on. We're going to get something. And I think one of the sure things that we're going to get, uh, I think they talk about it in this article, is that we might be getting a Miyagi. See, there it is. A Miyagi prequel show would be a great place to start, but there could be multiple Cobra Kai spin-off shows in the future, possibly focusing on Johnny or even on the younger cast members. Okay, I have never seen that before, that they're also talking about possibly focusing on Johnny, which is great. So who said that? Well, Schlossberg, so it's one of the people that created Cobra Kai. So Schlossberg was quick to point out that he couldn't say anything official. He heavily implied that a spin-off could become a real possibility in the future. So I mean, definitely, I do think that there is a possibility, but I mean, it's very yeah. I mean, it's very difficult because you have this great show, Cobra Kai. You have the movies. And I don't know, I mean, the characters of Johnny and Daniel were just so unique and so well written. And the kids are great. Of course, they're great. But are they enough to carry the future? I guess, yeah, because a lot of young kids watch the show. I think so. And I think a lot of people do love, like a lot of young people, like the kids, do love like Robbie and Tori and Sam. So actually, yeah, they now thinking about it, yeah, because yeah, this actually can work. Um, so a Mr. Miyagi prequel show would be fascinating direction for the franchise to take, particularly as his revelation played a big part in Daniel's arc. Yeah, I don't think that they would have put that if it wasn't like testing the waters. The character's deconstruction can fuel plenty of story content for a prequel, focusing on the life of a young Miyagi. While this feels like the most obvious spin-offs, there are other possibilities to explore, and with the Karate Kid Legends movie coming out, this should generate more interest in Cobra Kai spin-offs. Exactly. On the other hand, the Cobra Kai Season 6 endings also provides avenues to do a spin-off with existing characters. These include Chosen reuniting with Kim Dae-yoon in Korea, Sam and Miguel traveling to Okinawa, Robbie and Tori accepting their branding deal. However, it seems that the story between Daniel and Johnny has now concluded, with the later the reforming the Cobra Kai dojo and its no mercy philosophy. I agree. The story between the two of them is told, and it should not be touched because it was great, just great. Um, and yeah, that's their commentary here. Yeah, I think that's true. If Karate Kid Legends is a success, a Cobra Kai spin-off announcement could be imminent, and I do think that as well. If the movie is successful, I think that they should go for it. And there's actually really interesting thread that I saw. Even the director, well, one of the creators kind of commented on it. So Keenry, I think it's Tori and Tori, I forgot his name. Robbie. Wait, why Keenry? Spin-off is real, a threat to be updated. So John saying that a spin-off about a couple is possible is actually a possibility back when part 2 still had to be released. After part 3 as WBK, what is WBK? I don't know. The writers again confirmed that they might do a spin-off to Cobra Kai. So John Hurwitz said, I love Sam Miguel and Keenry, and Tori Gale and Sobi. Wow, the last one doesn't sound right. Some high school relationships last forever, others don't. We'll leave this character somewhere at the end of the series. It will take your imagination or a spin-off to determine where it goes from there. That is actually really cool. And there is something else. Exactly that they're talking about. There might be some spin-off, and this is also pretty recent. So this is a whole thread. You can actually go and check it out. They're gonna update it, I think. So yeah, go check it out. And this is from a few hours ago, where John Hurwitz said, I love this rival. I cannot pronounce this word. I wonder if they will ever meet again. In the meantime, Cobra Kai's final episodes are out. Exactly. I think this is pretty telling that there might be something. Tanner said in an interview he would love a Keenry spin-off. Why is it called Keenry? I'm confused. Wait, let's see what he's.
I want to see where.
Oh, let's have this a bit more quieter. Quieter, is that a word?
Robbie and Tori go together now that they're both finally in a good place.
Exactly.
They've been in such a they've harped on kind of like both connecting where we're like, my life's terrible, my life is also terrible.
Exactly.
So how do they connect now that their life has gotten better, and how do they turn that around and kind of change it and learn how to be successful and go through those kind of trials and tribulations of what it is to kind of do that, I guess. Just
Well,
see
they
them.
snap back and become a modern Bonnie and
Yeah.
Clyde.
Ooh, that would be pretty dope.
Wild Heart across the
I watch all
country.
these versions.
They try to go straight.
I know
and be
Martin
good
Cove
people,
would
just-
love that show.
Yeah.
And that would be
Yeah.
his favorite show.
Start like an
We
underground
won't
betting
laugh
ring.
about it.
Yeah.
Dreams come
Karate
true.
tournaments. Wait,
I want to see where.
That is actually really, I mean, yeah, it might work. I think a lot of kids watch the show as well. And I think that also like this, like the younger cast is the it cast for them. I really don't know because I'm not like a 15-year-old. Like I haven't been for a long time. So I think like Daniel and Johnny are the it characters for like people my age or older. But for younger, I think it's really the young cast, and I think they can carry on. But it's not going to be the same without Daniel and Johnny, because for me, they're really the heart of the show. So yeah. And here we have Mary Mausers again talking about it. We can hear a few
If you could greenlight the Cobra Kai spin-off of your choice, what would you pick and why?
oh God, there's so many. I mean, where we end up, I feel like there's so many open avenues that like every single
Definitely.
character you could just like put in a blender and come out with somebody different and be like, that would be a fun show. I don't know. I think I'm really interested to see. I became like the biggest Keenry shipper over, especially the last kind of like entirety of this last season. So I think I would love to see where those two end up. But I think that's also because I was really lucky one year. I got to go to the Battle of Atlanta karate tournament, like an actual karate tournament.
Oh,
So my
wow.
first exposure of seeing it in person, in live action, and see like young lives that were being impacted by karate in that way.
Exactly.
I
yeah.
feel like it would be really cool to see that through their eyes and their experience. I feel like they have so much like to bring to that.
That is, yeah, that's actually really, that's fair. Okay, so actually there is more. When I last opened this thread, he had less, but Tanner caption to this post to his post part 3 post. Wow, okay. Thank you everyone who has supported the show, blah blah. Thank you, and hope we are lucky enough to get to do it again someday. I think that there are talks, but obviously, yeah, it's a question. Is it going to succeed? I mean, I'm not too sure, but it might if they do a good job. John, as in John Hurwitz, liking some comments on his post teasing about the potential spin-off, one of them being specifically about Keenry. Okay, guys, I'm kind of stupid. I need to see who exactly Keenry they mean. What they mean with Keenry? Oh, but why is it called Keenry? Like Robbie? It starts with Tori wanting to reassure that he hasn't. But who is Keenry? Is it like Robbie and Kenny? What? Who has autism? What? Robbie Ken. So you mean like okay. So yeah, so it's Robbie and Tori. It's Keenry. Yeah, I was just a bit confused. So let's check this out. John, what are you teasing? Okay, so he liked it. What does this mean? He liked it as well. Gave us the Keenry spin-off. You know what fans want. Yeah. I need both spin-offs. Let's hope we get that spin-off. Okay, so that's yeah, more or less what we. I mean, yeah, this is more or less the video that I wanted to do because I don't know. Let's test the waters. I'm not too sure. You know, as I said, I'm not too sure if they should milk this more. But yeah, I mean, you do have so many characters that are more or less well written, you know. But I mean, yes, they're well written. But the point is, like, can they carry a show? Because for me, as I said, it was really Johnny, Daniel, the older cast that carried that show, and the kids as well. But I just love Johnny and Daniel's relationship so much. So I don't mean to be like bashing on the young kids, but for me, the highlights of the show were always like the adult stuff, you know, or the adult relationship with the kids. It was never like the teen romance BS was never like my favorite. But to be honest, they're getting older now, so they're not going to have this stupid teen drama anymore, more or less. So yeah, I mean, who knows? Let's wait. Let's see. I'm definitely going to keep an eye out on that, and yeah, do go check out my video, my review on part 3. And do I personally not want spin-off? I'm definitely open up for it. Depends on what it is. And I don't think to be honest, maybe it doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to watch it because they did such a good job with Cobra Kai. And actually, I do have a lot of criticism, especially like I think season 3, season 4. But in general, it was good show. And when the OG producers and directors and writers come back, then why not? They can do something good. But I'm looking forward to the movie. I really hope we see Johnny in it, because if you don't put Johnny in the Karate Kid movies, then what are you even doing? And do let me know down below your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next video. And as always, don't forget, Cobra Kai never dies.